Hey, you want to learn how I'm pushing my weight down like this and getting healthy? Stick around, watch out. It's weigh-in Friday. See how I did in my weight. See what I'm doing to get this results. Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. I know I am. It's the start of the weekend, so it's another great day, and glad to be out of work for the week, and I can kind of kick back and enjoy the weekend. So, but you know what Friday means? Friday means weigh-in Friday, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about weight loss. How did I do this week? What did I do this week to get to where I am? So we'll go through all that stuff. Hopefully you stick around. Hopefully you can get some tips, trips, and some understanding of how to lose weight and what I've done to lose weight. Again, I'm no doctor or dietitian or anything else, but I can tell you what I've done and how I've worked it and how I've been successful doing it. So hopefully you stick around so that you can learn to do this as well. And again, like I said, if you see stuff in here you have questions about, I got an email address down below. Email me and I'll help you out as much as I can. Again, I'm no professional, no doctor, no dietitian or anything. I can only kind of tell you what I've done and what my experiences have been. But always great, willing to help other folks. So a little bit about my history, because I know there's a lot of new folks on here, and welcome. I really, really appreciate all these people that have joined and are viewing me and kind of looking at the content. I really, really, truly appreciate it. It's overwhelming, the gratitude and the love that I feel, and hopefully I can give some of that back to you as well as we go through this. And all those returning folks that have been here from the beginning, I just really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best. You know, you're the ones that keep me coming back week after week, day after day, doing this kind of stuff. And I just makes me really feel like a big part of a big family, right? So hopefully we can all be part of that family and continue to grow the family, right? So just a little history about me, my past experience. So I started this journey back in 2017 in October. I went to the doctors. The doctor told me, "Hey, Alan, you know what? You're obese. You're way overweight. You got to drop some weight. Otherwise, next time you come here to visit me, we're going to be talking about medication for type 2 diabetes. We're going to be starting you on high blood pressure medication. So you either need to lose weight and do something about your health, or plan on getting ready to take all that medication." So, and I didn't want to go through that, right? I have diabetes that has run in my family. My mother had it. Other family members have had it. So I didn't want to go through that, as well as with the high blood pressure medicine. I know it has all kinds of effects on you and everything else. So I said, I'm going to do something about it. And my doctor actually said, you should go on keto and start doing keto. So that's what kind of started me on this whole kick. So I went through there. I was about 235, 240, somewhere in that area. About 6 months, I dropped down to about 190 pounds. I went back to him, and he said, "Oh man, this is fantastic. Your blood work is great. You know, your high blood pressure is perfect. You're doing wonderful." He gave me a little, a good patient sticker or something like that he gave me. So like I was a little kid or something, I guess, but it was pretty cool. It made me feel good. I had done what I was supposed to do. Then I maintained that 190 pounds thereabouts. I fluctuated up and down a couple of pounds here and there. Then this past May in 2020, end of May of 2021, I went back and saw him again. I go see him about every 6 months. So this time when I went and saw him, he said, "Yeah, your BMI is still, you're about 29. It's still kind of on that, borderline of being overweight and everything. And I'd really like to get it down to where you're within where you're supposed to be, right? The average weight for your age and your size and all that stuff. So just, hey, you think you can go down to 180? So I said, sure, I can go down to 180. I think I have a pretty good grasp on how to lose weight and how to maintain it now. I had maintained my weight for about 2.5 years. So, because you kind of go up a couple of pounds and then you go down a couple of pounds. And so I'd kind of done it back and forth a few times. So not a big deal. So I kind of played around with that, and I said, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch from net carbs, because I was doing net carbs to maintain my weight, and that was pretty good. And it was maintaining my weight. So I was still doing keto, but I was doing net carbs. So when you're eating the net carbs, and I was eating clean, right? So I was trying to I guess what we would call clean, right? So he wants me to eat healthy. He doesn't want me to eat the hydrogenated fats that are like in a lot of the breads that are out there, a lot of the keto breads out there. So I do keto for health, not necessarily for weight. Weight is a benefit from getting healthy, right? So so he wanted me to do total carbs because that means I'm eating whole foods, I'm eating good things, natural things. So I switched to total carbs at that time. He actually kind of suggested I do a Mediterranean style keto. That's what he likes to see his patients do. I don't know. But anyway, so I went over to total carbs. Total carbs seemed to work for me, so I've been doing that through the summer. This month, a couple of the folks that I watch on YouTube have been doing this protein sparing modified fast. So I said, well, you know what, we're going on vacation in October. I'd like to get in shape and get to my goal before then. So I said, well, I'm going to do that for a month. So that's where I've been at now. So part of this is going to be total carbs and what I've been doing keto for the week, and part of it is going to be the protein sparing modified fast that I've been doing for the week. So if you have questions about the protein sparing modified fast, let me know and I'll try to answer them the best I can. I'm no expert at it. I've been learning it as well. Some of my subscribers have been teaching me and instructing me. So the community is a good place to go down and look in the comments and stuff like that as well, and read the comments. So do that and get to know the folks, because they ask questions, they answer the questions, as well as I will try to answer the questions as well. So today we're going to go through the kind of what we're doing right now, kind of the introductory. So I'm going to try to give you some tips, tricks, and things that I've been doing that have helped me with my weight loss and my weight loss journey. So stick around for that if you want to learn those things and you're at a stall or you're at a plateau. You want to know the things that I did to break them. Stick around and hopefully you can grab some good information about this, as well as get to know me and maybe ask some questions if you have it. If you're having a difficulty time, ask the question, hey, I'm at a plateau and I haven't moved in 2 months, what should I do? And I'll tell you my opinion. So again, it'll be just my opinion, but so I want to go through that. We'll talk a little bit about that. Sorry about that. I forgot a piece of paper that I was looking at. So I have all my information and some tips and stuff on here. So, but I want to give some shout outs too. So S. Wilson was I think the first one that actually, I had asked a question in my last video. They answered the question, so I wanted to give them a shout out. They don't have a YouTube page, but I'm going to still give them a shout out because they answered the question. That means that they were watching my videos all the way through. Because if I ask questions and you answer the questions as I go through the video, that means that you're watching it, right? And the second one was Fitness with Sharon. So I will tell you, she does a great workout. I do some of her stuff as well. So follow her. She does some quick 5-minute workouts, as well as she does some 20 and 30-minute workouts. All different varieties, all different forms. Some HIIT workouts to some weight workouts. So check her channel out, look at it. Please go down, and if you're into some fitness and you need the fitness to go along with the eating portion of it, the nutritional portion of it, go down and check her out. Athena down at SeattleSaphire as well. She was one of the other ones that knew the answer as well. So I want to give her a big shout out. She also is doing keto. She's been doing it for quite a while as well. She talks a lot about the food that she's eating during the day and how she's doing with the food, and she gives a lot of great recipes and tips and stuff that as well. So go out and check her page out. And the third one I'm going to give out to again is Too Fat, Too Furious. My friends over in Ireland over here, they do all kinds of stuff. They're kind of more of a calorie counting, eating healthy, but they also do a lot of exercising, walking. They do a lot of interesting videos. Really great couple. So go down and check their channel out as well and show them some love as well. So those are kind of really the 3 things I want to, the shout outs I wanted to give. I also have this protein sparing modified. It's a PDF that I'm going to put a link to in the description down below. So if you go down below and check out the description, and it's free, so it doesn't cost anything. So just kind of go in there. It has maybe 10 recipes, and I think it has a 2-day meal plan for protein sparing modifying fast. So if you're thinking about protein sparing modified fast, it has a great information about what is it and how to calculate your protein and how to calculate some other things. So, you know, an introductory of what it is. So it's just really, really good information. So it's going to be free. I'll put it down there. It's Marie Emmerich's off of her page, Keto Adapt. So you can go down there and you can pull it off her page and print it out and read it, or just download it and read it on your computer or your on your cell phone or whatever. So so I'm going to put that in there as well. So something else for you to look at for more information. It was interesting. I got some good information out of it. It's not too long, but like I said, it has some great recipes. It has a great, I'm going to do this, it shows you how to make snow cones in here. So protein sparing modifying snow cones. So so pretty cool. So I made that protein sparing ice cream, and I'm going to put that up here, a link up here. So if you want to see how to make some protein sparing ice cream, that's only 2 total carbs for the ice cream. I think it's 1 net carb for the ice cream. So, but this is I believe this is 0 all the way around, because basically all it is ice, and then there's some sugar-free syrup that you go on top of the ice, right? So really cool, great snacks to have at night. So if you're craving something sweet and something cold, I love that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to be making that. I don't have a snow cone maker, but I think I can do it in my blender. I can figure it out. So, and as well as some other great recipes in here. So so go check them out, right? So all right, so with that, we're going to get on with our day. I'm going to go into the next segment, and the next segment is going to be the fitness piece of it. So I'll go through, and I'm going to give you all the information I have on my fitness while I'm going out on my walk, and I'm going to do that in a minute here, and we'll see you in about 2 seconds. All right, we're back on the trail. So we're going to talk a little bit about fitness. This is trying to get outdoors and talk about it outdoors. I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, it's getting darker earlier and earlier, so I'm not sure how much longer I can do this. Maybe for the rest of this October, maybe September and part of October, and then it'll be too dark. I'm probably going to get all kinds of shadows and stuff as it is now, so we'll have to kind of see how long this goes. But anyway, I do come out and I try to walk every day afterwards. Basically what I do is I go to the gym 4 days out of the week. So I did that every day this week. So I did that. I go on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays a day off at rest, then I do it Thursday, Friday. I take the weekend off out of the gym. So your body needs to recover, right? So you know, so you really need to pay attention to yourself, because when you're in a gym, you're tearing your muscles and ripping your muscles, so they need time to recover, right? So I do that 4 days a week. Not a spring chicken anymore, but I think I'm pretty good shape. And then I do that for about 40 minutes or so, and then I try to do about a half hour of cardio in the gym as well. So I try to mix it up a little bit. And then generally 5 days, 6 days out of the week, I try to walk and I try to get my steps in. I have a goal of 12,000 steps. So that's kind of what I try to target every day. I don't do it necessarily on the weekends. The weekends are kind of more my day off. And like I say, we relax, we go out and do stuff, and not necessarily hit the trail. And I should probably start incorporating that. But I have not done that yet. So I'm going to review. So I did go to the gym 4 days this week. I'm going to review the steps. I'm going to start from last Friday. I'm going to go to Friday to Thursday. It's easier because of the fact it allows me to prepare stuff a little bit rather than trying to do it on a fly on a Friday. So last Friday I did 17,552 steps. So I had a really good day. Yeah. And then on Saturday I only did 5,000 steps. Like I said, kind of sloughed it off. And then Sunday I only did 1,500 steps because I was wearing my Fitbit, and my Fitbit died on me, and I didn't realize it until I was 3/4 of the way through the day that it wasn't working. So I don't know what happened. Usually I charge it every day, but for some reason I didn't. So my bad. What are you gonna do? On Monday, I tried to make up for it a little bit. I did 18,421 steps. On Tuesday, I did 15,751 steps. On Wednesday, I did 14,109 steps. On Thursday, I did 14,750 steps. So those were the steps for the week. Now I am participating in Derek's journey. He's holding a step challenge right now. So if you're interested, I'll put a link down to his page down there. Now it runs for the whole month of September. What he did was he took all the people that signed up, broke them into teams. So it's a team competition, not an individualist. So we're all contributing to the team. So the team that I'm on, I contributed my steps to. There's I think 6 of us on that team. So and then we compete against each other that way. So it's more of a team thing, step thing. So we're trying to make sure the team is pushing each other to get their steps in, as well as competing against the other teams. So it works out to be pretty good. At least it's helping me anyway. It keeps me motivated to do that because I don't like to lose. So so I shouldn't say lose, but I don't want to come in last place anyway. So I want to do better, right? So I think that's kind of where we're at now. Talk a little bit about, to me, the after the fitness, food is the most important thing to me, and then after that, the fitness, and then probably the most important thing is the sleep, right? So those are 3 components that I think to really make yourself healthy, So that's probably the area that I lack the most on. We talk about it all the time. I have been trying to go to bed a little earlier. Some cases it's helped, in some cases it has not helped. So like last weekend I got 7 hours, a little over 7 hours one night. One night I got just about 7 hours. And Monday night again, it's usually my short night because of the fact that I have to get up and go to work, and I've kind of stayed up late because just because I have. And then after that, I slept about 6.5 hours the rest of the week, so almost every night. So on score wise, is because in Fitbit gives you a score. How you doing? Good. Gives you a score. So as far as a score goes, I was in last weekend. I was up in the 80s, up in the upper 80s. And then I went down into the lower 70s. And in the last 2 days, I've been in the low 80s. So it's up and down. I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm trying to go to bed, a half hour earlier. I'm trying to turn off my phone, put down my media stuff. It's hard with trying to keep everything going, trying to keep everything growing, right? But got to put it down, stop a half hour or so before, kind of relax your mind, forget about it, and see how you can do, and see what the best thing you can do is, and try to get some sleep, right? That's kind of what I've been doing. So for Derek's Journey's challenge this week, I did 69,575 steps for the week, and that was one day where the Fitbit had died on me, so I probably lost 5,000 steps or so. But it is what it is. It was a Sunday, so which is probably the best days. It's going to die at 1. It's probably the one that I would have done the least time. So that's my fitness. Hey, so we'll come back in the next minute. I'm going to show you the scale, my weight loss here next. Then I'm going to show you the trend chart on how I'm doing every week, and you can see whether I'm walking the walk or just talking the talk. And you can see how I'm doing, and we can talk a little bit about the weight and how did I do this week, and tips about things that went well and things that were good and things that have really helped me over this past week, and we'll go from there. All right, I'll talk to you in a few. Alright guys, here is my my weight loss for this week for 9/17. You're gonna see I went down again. I'm down 10.6 pounds for so far for the summer. So this is where I was doing total carbs to here, and I switched over to the protein sparing modified fast, and where I've been going, so it has kind of accelerated things, which I was cut before. So I'm getting close to my goal now. So hopefully it's good information. Hopefully you like what you see, and stick around for more. All right guys, I'm nice and comfortable right now, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the food piece of it. So now, I lost 1.2 pounds this week, so I've been pretty consistent losing every week. I have been since first part of June, with the exception of the 4th of July weekend where we kind of went away and kind of let go. And I kind of thought maybe Labor Day would too, but Labor Day was okay. So surprised, but pleasantly surprised, really happy with this past week. I'm hoping that continued trend down. So let's go through what I eat, and we'll talk a little bit about some of the things I did right and some of the things that, if you're interested in knowing or learning, maybe in your journey, you should think about doing. So first, again, the protein sparing modified fast really was, I guess the second full week. There was a week, a half a week, and then a full week last week, and then a full week this week. So this was the second full week of it. So again, I'm enjoying it. I'm learning a lot about it. I know when I first started it, it was really hard for me. I was really struggling because trying not to eat fats and trying to eat the lean meats, and it was very confusing to me. I got some help. Some of the subscribers helped me out and straightened me out, and Bitsy Keto was super good to me on the information she fed me, and it was just really good. Helped me a lot this week. So the first week I did 8 carbs. So that was what I did on last Friday, a week earlier from today. So I'm going to go from Friday to Thursday because it's easier for me to write it out versus worrying about trying to what I ate today. And then this will be in next. But so for Friday last week, I did 8 out of the 10 carbs. So I did really good. So the macros were for that. I did 140 grams of protein. So traditionally on the regular keto, I do total carbs, 2 and 2 total carbs. And when I do the total carbs, my protein's 108. So when I eat a lot, I think when I'm trying to do total carbs and then try to hit 140 protein, it just means I eat a lot more protein than what I was. So I'm actually eating more now, and I'm losing weight. So it's kind of an interesting thought. And then my fat was 41. So I went over my fat. You're supposed to stay 30 and under. So I went over my fat, but that was okay. We'll talk about that in a second too. And then my calories was only 987, and I'm going to tell you I was stuffed, right? So, and then my carbs were 8 for the day. So I had coffee and collagen in the morning. That's the way I started off. I had 2 cans of 7-ounce tuna in water. 2 cans. So you think about it, 2 cans, that's a lot. Then I made some protein sparing modified bread the weekend before. So I had that for the sandwich, and I actually put a little bit of mayonnaise in the tuna just to kind of give it so it would stick in the sandwich so it wasn't dry. And then for dinner, I had a ground beef, 90% lean ground beef. I had some Quest chips. I had a half a serving of Quest chips, and then I had some blackberries. And really, so the Quest chips and the mayonnaise, really the mayonnaise was what kind of put me over, right? So, but it was okay. It didn't seem to have an effect on me. And then on my regular keto days, so Saturday is my refueling day. I ate 22 carbs. I actually allow myself a little bit more because of the protein sparing modifier said to refuel yourself according to kind of the guidelines that I've kind of read. And then on Sunday I just did my regular keto, and I did 19 total carbs out of 22 total carbs. Again, I say total carbs. And then on Monday, I did on my protein sparing modified fast day, I did 11 out of the 10. So I went over by 1, but it's okay. My protein was 183 on Monday. So it was really, really high. My fat was at 29, so I was below my goal, and I had 1,078 calories, and my carbs were 11. So, so on Monday, what I ate was I ate the collagen, but I took 2 scoops instead of 1. I had the protein modified bread because I made another sandwich with it. Again, I used the tuna and the mayo. I had 2 egg whites, and then I ate 12 ounces of chicken breasts with broccoli and the blackberries. The mayo I cut in half, so I only used 1 teaspoon, just enough to kind of hold it together. So kind of to cut down my fats a little bit. So it really makes you think about your fats and stuff. But you think about it, 2 7-ounce cans of tuna and then a 12-ounce chicken breast on top of it. So never mind the broccoli and the egg whites, the 2 eggs whites. So that was, it was a lot of food. So, and then Tuesday was a regular keto day for me, and I was 18 carbs out of 22. And then on Wednesday, I did that film. I'll show it up here if you want to see what I ate in a day there. But what I ate in a day there was basically the 2 scoops of collagen. I had some pork, some lean pork that I used with some mushrooms. And then I used the Egg Lifes, which I really like. I like the Egg Life wraps. They're really simple, really easy to use. They pretty much, there's not a lot of taste to them because they're egg whites, kind of like the bread. You got to add something to it to make it taste good. I know they have a couple different flavors and stuff like that. But it really was a good combination. I had some mushrooms with it as well, and I made a burrito out of them. So I actually made 3 burritos out of it. So imagine for lunch, I got to eat 3 burritos. So they weren't big burritos, but they were pretty good size. So there was 10.5 ounces of meat. So plus the sandwich and plus the mushrooms. So then for dinner, I made a salad, and I had a spinach salad. So spinach doesn't have any fat in it, but it's pretty high in protein. And then I had put shrimp on it. And then I did eat a little bit of Caesar salad on top of it. I used 2 tablespoons of the Caesar salad, the Primal Kitchen Caesar salad, just to kind of mix it all up because it was kind of plain to give it some flavor. So that was kind of my week. And then on Thursday, I did 17 out of 22 total carbs. So that was kind of my week in eating. So the thing of it was I stayed pretty much below my macros for the week for whatever I was trying to target, with the exception of, and again, I would say that on the protein sparing modified days, even on the regular days, I mean, these are targets for you to try to get around somewhere in the area of, and really with the protein sparing modifying fast, it's a lot higher protein and less fat, which is just the opposite. So one day you're doing high fats and low protein, and the next day you're doing high protein and low fat. So, you're switching gears each day, and you really got to start thinking about, well, what are the lean meats that I can eat on this day? Which ones are the fattier meats I can eat on this day? How much do I eat? So it's got me eating a lot more, I would say more meats, more wholesome meats, I guess. But I'm also still eating my vegetables. So the broccoli and the spinach and those things are still okay. And I'm still fitting in like the 1/3 of a cup of berries and stuff of that nature. So I'm still cutting all that stuff in. So today, the other protein sparing modified day is I had 2 egg whites, and then I had some turkey breasts, and I wrapped those with the 3 Egg Lives as well. And then I had the coffee and collagen. So that was what I had today. I have not put all that stuff into my calculator, so I don't know what it came out today. I'll tell you next Friday how we're doing it. So, but good. So just kind of some tips as if you're stalling or you're struggling. First and foremost, I would try to think about, if you're doing net carbs, try to think about when you're switching to total carbs if you're doing net carbs and you're not doing very well, and then go to 20 total carbs instead of 20 net carbs, because of the fact that a lot of the fiber today is put in from the food companies. The food companies have figured out that we, as the folks that are watching what we're eating, we're trying to eat healthy, are minusing the fiber and they're putting fiber in there that we shouldn't be minusing. So so they're kind of tricking us into thinking that it's healthy and it's good and it's meeting the requirements that we have when it's really not. So think about it. And also, some of it, if you're doing it for health, by going to the total carbs, you're eating much more wholesome, healthy foods. I know some of the breads have some really bad stuff in them, hydrogenated fats and stuff of that nature. And that's the fat that kind of gets around your belly, around your liver, around your kidneys and your heart and everything. That's the fat that builds up and around your organs and stuff inside your body. So you really, really want to stay away from those things. Same with some of the tortilla shells and some of the things like that. So you really want to be cautious. And I would really, really try to try to go with the 20 or 22 total carbs. See how that works for you. Try it for a couple of weeks. See if it breaks your stall. The other thing you may want to think about, because on those protein sparing modified days, I don't drink any dairy. So I'm not having any heavy cream, no cheeses, which is killing me, and just different things like that. So I'm doing no dairy on those days, those 3 days a week, and it seems to be helping. So so no butter, or you could have 30 grams of it, so you can have a little bit of it. So you saw that I had the mayonnaise, 2 scoops of it, but normally I would have just taken, probably 10 scoops and put it in there. But so it really makes you pull back on some of the dairy that you're using. And that may be helping a little bit because it's hard on your digestive system. So this helps your digestive system more. And again, you're eating, try to maybe up your protein a little bit and then watch the fat a little bit. So if you're going to try the protein sparing modified fast, I would do some research about it. I do have a book, again, that I had mentioned earlier. I'll put a link to it down below. And it talks a little bit more about what the protein sparing modified fast is, by Maria Elric on her page. So she has a lot of the information about it. Again, there's some sweet, good treats. I'll put a link up here. I made that ice cream the other day. That ice cream was pretty good. Now, again, it's not real ice cream, but it's probably the closest you can get it. And it's only 2 total carbs and 1 net carb, and it fits the macros for the protein sparing modified fast. So even today, I may go have an ice cream. I had one on Wednesday and it fit my macros. I may have another one today, and I'm still losing weight. So that's the important thing. So I do track everything every day. So I put everything into Carb Manager. So I do track everything today. If I have a bad week, which it's been pretty rare, then I can go back and kind of look at what I've eaten in the past week and what days I've done bad. And I can kind of look at it and say, well, next week I got to not do that and not do this. So I try not to lay blame on it, and I try not to think about it. I try to, hey, I weighed myself, I had a bad week. This week I got to do something different. I got to do what I did before. So hopefully some of those tips will help. Like, again, if you're having real specific problems or something like that, I have an email address down below. Don't be afraid to email me and ask me, because I'm here to help, and I'll give you my opinion. Again, it's just my opinion because I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor or nutritionist or anything else. So, but I will help you in any way that I can, because I want us all to be successful. I want us all to be healthy. I'd love to see you up on the trail walking around and saying hi and greeting you. So let's kind of all work together and all become successful together. So, hey, I'm going to wrap it up for the day because I'm kind of rambling now. You guys have a great day. You guys are awesome. You really inspire me. You really encourage me to do better and to do this for you. So hopefully you have a great day. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Be kind to each other. Be kind to others. Smile. Say hi. Help each other. Let's make this world a better place. All right. And I'll talk to you soon.